Well, hey y'all, happy day. This is how the kiwi farmers are gonna get. This is how the kiwi farmers are gonna get my time. I'm gonna make a little video, read their shit to you, and answer that way. Let's see, where were we? Actual kiwi, I think was the last one I talked to. Oh, this isn't even. This is in the. This is in the kiwi farms as the enemy thread. They never really responded to my. Uh, yeah, TLDR. Yeah, the thread was created by what's her name, one of the trannies, feline dark maids. Every wild cow that discovers us seems to have their own, usually completely wrong idea of who we are. Why is this? Well, because you're a bunch of anonymous chicken shit liars hiding behind cartoon characters. And we're supposed to guess. I mean, you're not allowed to power level. You know, where I come from, we introduce ourselves. Hi, my name's Tommy Jane, and this is what I'm about, and this is what I'm good at, and this is what I'm not, and this is what I know about, and this is what I don't, and this is what I like, and this is what I don't like, and you're just like, oh, well, we're here to look at you, and you got to guess about what we're about by what we say about you. Well, hey, so here's what they are. We're just pedophile faggots. I don't know where all these other ideas come from. I don't know what the hell they are. The choices here are pedo-fag, pedo and anti-GG. I'm not sure what that is. Christian extremists, SJW Marxists. Social justice warriors. I call them neoliberal fascists. I come from the live and let live crowd. You know, if I don't like you, I just say, okay, bye. I don't say, I don't like you. Why should I let you know? I'm having too much fun to make new enemies. Cis white dude, bro. That's what this chimp burgers seems. Attack helicopter, and I'm an other. I'm just a silly hippie artist that some pervert ran into because he liked trannies. And I'm not your typical tranny. I'm intersex. I'm androgynous. I'm a two-spirit. I'm kind of bigender, and especially when things are rough and I'm living alone, I don't have the time or the energy to present as a swishy girl. Um, yeah, these guys, they never responded to me. They just talking bullshit. It's a bunch of voyeurs. This is the old man. Yeah, and then feline dark mates didn't even acknowledge that I had responded to her. So fuck that. So that's a nothing on that thread. Let's go to my thread. See what the idiots are saying. Ouch. We'll get to him last. Actual kiwi. Okay, so here's what I haven't looked at here. And here's Cyrus Kiss. I'm not gonna read his shit twice. Um, you know, don't want to call me a pedophile. Where's anything new? Where did I threw something in there. Okay, well here's what my last video responding to them. Here's that. No, we don't. It's half an hour of it. Fuck that. Here's Facepalm. You are one stupid motherfucker. Danger, what happened to ignoring the kiwi farms? Oh, that's right. You're a wild cow and couldn't help it. No, this is the way it is. I'm an artist who is like online, sharing arts and entertainment media from my network into the general networks. And that's just where it's at. I don't know what this person's problem is. I mean, I nap regularly. I sleep when I'm tired, and I eat when I'm hungry. This is Asper Chewy. This is chewing ass since 1977. So this is an older idiot, probably. Watching you read and type in your videos while grasping to stay awake is one of the most horrifying things I've ever seen. Take a nap from me, please. They must think I'm like some kind of maniac, because I don't do that. My uncle still sells garbage. This is Mariposa Electrique. But apparently he never advised Tommy's parents on how to get rid of it. They don't talk much. You make a lot of assumptions about my family. They're just stupid. These people do not know how to look at the camera when speaking, apparently. This is Loxio's, you are a desolate hobo. Hobos don't like people calling other people that aren't hobos, hobos. And people who aren't hobos. You're not gonna interview me. Look, Floss Man, fuck you. You want access to me? Pay for it. Otherwise, fuck off. Dig? I'm not interested. I'm not playing a fool for any of you for nothing. I'm an artist and entertainer with a life and the social issues that are well under control that don't need any kind of assessment or intervention from any of you fucking voyeuristic assholes. End of rant. This tar. Oh, here's Anonymous. You motherfucker are gonna get turned inside out. This is a promise. I already have people that are wanting to know more about you. You know, you have no idea what you're messing with here, dude. There are people that are taking a real close look at this, and one of them asked specifically about you. So, and it's not my job. I'm just an artist and entertainer. I'm Tommy Tudor. And that's the way it is. I'm real well known to the underground and solidly part of the Tucson family of misfits and wackos and whatever you want to call us. We're the people of the indie music and arts community. And I'm in tight all over the fucking country with them and got a global reputation. So, l'chaim, assholes. This tard supposedly threatens me in his video, and I can't even be bothered to watch it. He's so fucking lazy, he can't put his threats into language. Fuck him. You look real funny trying, pal. Tommy needs to get back on his lithium. You guys need to come out from behind your fucking screens and introduce yourselves face to face and act like humans. Otherwise, fuck you. I'm going to burn this whole shit down. Here's Repentance. He's making less sense with every broadcast at the moment. I'm making more sense to all my friends and family, and Olivia isn't strong enough. He needs a massive dose of Valdol and Trazodone every day. Floss Man, face to face, where I can reach out and touch you and talk that shit to me, okay? Same with you, Repentance. The only way he'll take them is under a community treatment order, mandate depot injections, which I suspect is why the police want him evaluated. The police have wanted me evaluated for the last 40 years. I didn't count how many times they put me in front of the judge, but every time they lost. And most of the time, it didn't even get as far as the judge because the doctors and the staff kicked me out. Here's bacterium. I was prescribed Trazodone as a sleep aid. I don't usually use it because it fucks me up, like literally almost falling asleep while peeing in the middle of the night and terrible hangover the next day. I don't like any drugs. They gave me this. What's this shit to use when I don't have any weed? That's my phone. Hello. Well, I missed yours too. Um, if you're available, they disappeared. They went home, but they live in the neighborhood, like I told you. And she just told me, like, if anything's going on, to holler at her at Facebook. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna. Yeah, I can't honestly say, and I don't want to because the camera's running right now. Okay, well, just stay on call, and I'll check with them and see what's going on. All right, rock and roll. Bye. I'd rather not say what that was about. These are people that are just like, I don't know what their problem is, because like they don't come out from behind their cartoon characters and TV personalities that they hide behind, and they don't reveal much because they don't talk about themselves. They just come down on everybody else. Oh, and here's, these people are, go come and get me. These idiots, yes, excuse me, I have some radical opinions about and it's not me. 'Cause I have no lust for anything but like getting my plumbing fixed. So anybody who thinks I'm some kind of pervert lusting after children has just got the wrong number, and you're going to need to prove otherwise. Um, and I've seen a whole lot. I've seen 13-year-old girls give birth to set of twins. And it was a totally consensual thing between her and her boyfriend. They just had to make a law to make it illegal for 12-year-olds to get married in Virginia. And this fucking idiot, because I got such an opinion like this, Tommy, you do realize that waffle on video about 13-year-olds could probably be used against you in court as an admission of guilt regarding pedophilia. Well, you're going to need to come and prove some more of it, idiot. I may be wrong, but I'm sure our law kiwis can fill us in on this one. Anonymous. Contact me like real humans, assholes. You're just cartoon characters with fake names. And I'm suing the owner of the site, and statute is almost here's they're also fixated on this shit. Oh yeah, I need to get those pictures moved. Anyway, back to the idiots, because I ain't giving them any more time than this. You come and look at the computer. Yeah, these people think in terms of themselves. There's nothing in this computer. It's certainly not porn. Certainly not kid porn. Instead, I'm collecting many photos, and it's all like transgender people. All of them adults, except for the children in the news. But that's just, that's because I'm transgender. There's no pornography in this machine. Statute is almost certainly run. Doesn't mean that the police wouldn't be interested in taking a look at the computer of someone who admits they fuck a 13-year-old now, given the chance. Though who knows what Tommy's browsing habits and Facebook's PMs would reveal. I haven't gotten any dick pictures. What idiots! I got no time for this shit. I'm gonna read some of the other stuff that's happening so they understand like what kind of person I really am. Oh, here's this floss man. Well, Haldol is a first-generation antipsychotic that is generally used as a sedative now in high doses. And trazodone is a tricyclic antidepressant, as you said. It is generally prescribed as sleep aid more than an antidepressant right now. What I was more getting at is just keeping him sedated in a docile state for most of us. Weed does fine. I'm able to keep myself pretty well sedated with weed. Trazodone was provided as sleep aid to me too, and both didn't really work. I feel like a little linebacker. These people were all on psych drugs too. So, yeah, well, hey, Colonel, all you're getting is fucking. This is all you're getting is fucking. I ain't writing nothing here. They've been doing it in rainbow groups for 17 years. It's a war of attrition for Tommy. Tommy has 1,000 friends and followers, and this fucking idiots. This idiot, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. That's all blah, blah, blah. It's like, here, fuck you. I'm going to turn this off because it's probably 30 minutes or more by now. Oh, it's like 15. Yeah, so that's the fools. We'll go back to them. We'll go take a look at what's really happening in my life. You know, I was at the 420 show this afternoon. It was Mary Lopez's birthday. That's what I need to do is upload the pictures of the jewelry I made for her and Stacy O'Brien. Jennifer's online. Let's see. Nah, well, man, that's the Princess of Israel, the anti-Zionist Israelis. Just got hit up by somebody. We're watching out for Park John. Return to the Mermaids. Now you can go support the Mermaids with a $5 to $100 donation at GoFundMe. You can also go into to Lizzie's store, Silver Sea, and buy something. Leave a donation there. Donations help pay for performing arts, buys, props, lighting, hired help, and prizes. Participation is free, but small donations help. www.supportmermaids.com. And in the news is Melissa Gentry with some like, hey, this is a reminder. These are not our leaders. America, please stop referring to the members of the Senate or House as our leaders. We do not answer to them. They are our representatives, and they should be constantly reminded of that fact. That's A for the day. That's a share. That's like and share without comment, and keep moving. Here's I've been doing this a long time. I go through a lot. I scroll through a lot of shit, and if these people on the troll side think I'm wasting much time with them, they're out of their minds. Here's Jimmy Rose. He's one of the rogues. You know, I'm going to start talking about the rogue and reminding people of Roger Liebman and his work and his efforts in exposing the banker gangsters for what they are, the perpetual war machine for what it is, and you know, unifying the dissidents in understanding and you know, approaching each other kindly and respectfully and rationally. You know, he's real big on that. You know, no arguments, kind of, you know, no personal arguments. Keep it real, impersonal and objective. Roger was a big influence on me for that. You know, I've been for years backing away from going toe to toe with the stinking trolls, because all it does is attract idiots for friends. Turn off the people I'm trying to reach. And instead, I got this wonderful reader base of other authors. You know, we're sharing stuff with our own commentary. You know, here's Jim. I can put a bomb on a robot. I can put a gun on a robot. I can put a tranquilizer gun on a robot. This is true. He's like, what about tear gas? I could put the same gas on a robot the Russians used to knock out the Chechen terrorists. What made it essential to kill instead of capture? Very little in this story seems normal, but perhaps it will take your attention off the Bill Clinton meeting with Lynch on the tarmac to show her pictures of his grandchildren 48 hours before the decision to charge his wife or not. Right on, Jim. We'll give that a quick like and share. Well, it's 9:15 on Saturday night. I really don't feel like going out. I have some commissions this week, and somebody's thinking about buying some stone. I haven't heard from them in a couple of days. Well, I have to see like what's up. I have a little cash in my pocket, and I have a little weed in the tray, and I have plenty of tobacco and food, and life is good. You know, that's happy day. That's Jack Path, Happy Jack Path, the embroiderer. Um, Second place team in War on Poverty, and loving it. No, it's yeah, I'm poor, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff I can't do because I can't afford it, but I'm at peace with myself and have more and more friends online and in the real world that are in peace with themselves and party together and discuss real issues and, you know, keep up with current events and share their life stories together, their ups and downs, and you know, Christmas parties and 4th of July parties and birthday parties and weekly party just because it's time to parties. You know, hey, I'm okay with it. I don't need more. I could use more water to splash around in, and plants that don't hurt to touch them. But otherwise, I'm good. I could use a squeeze too. Um, but here's Randy Olson. She's one of my oldest friends on the way. That's Monkey Girl from Thoughts and other places. I think she's like a school teacher or something. A married mom, real sweetheart. Ken Ham spent $100 million to build a replica of Noah's Ark in Kentucky. That's enough to buy every homeless person in Kentucky a house and car. This is true, but this is one of them being liberal things. Okay, Donna Nassor and Jenna Gardner Smith. I don't know. I'm not sure what her background is, but Donna's like serious Middle Eastern. I'm not sure exactly where her family's from, like Lebanon or Palestine or what, but they've been here for a while. And she's like a doctor. She's got a PhD, like law or something. And she's very, very passionate and very courageous woman. They're talking about police shootings won't stop unless we address this problem, so no one is talking about. Let's see which problem it is. This is a Mother Jones article. Oh, the traffic stops. Yeah, well, that was. Yeah, how many shootings are coming out of all the extortion? Thing of it is, though, is they get the. Yeah, this won't stop unless we also stop shaking down black people. Dangers of turning police officers into revenue generators. Yeah, this is a big issue, is because, like, you know, here's one. Walter Scott in April was stopped for a busted taillight and then fatally shot. Oh boy. I guess I should read this one. It's in April, several days after North Charleston, South Carolina, police officer Michael Slager stopped Walter Scott for a busted taillight and then fatally shot him. The usual cable news transmogrification of victim into super predator ran into problems. The dash cam showed Scott being pulled over while traveling at a nerdy rate of speed, using his left turn signal to pull into a parking lot, and having an amiable conversation with Slager until he realized he'd probably get popped for non-payment of child support, at which point he bolted out of the car and hobbled off. Slager then shot him. Why didn't the cops just jog up and grab him? Calling what the obese 50-year-old Scott was doing running really stretches the bounds of a literary license. But maybe the question to ask is, why did Scott run? The answer came when the New York Times revealed Scott to be a man of modest means, trapped in an exhausting hamster wheel. He would get a low-paying job, make some child support payments, fall behind on them, get fined, miss a payment, get jailed for a few weeks, lose that job due to absence, and then start over at a lower-paying job. From all apparent evidence, he was a decent slob, trying to make things work in a system engineered to make his life miserable and recast his best efforts as criminal behavior. Ooh. Recently, 2 more deaths of African Americans that have blown up in the media follow a pattern similar to Scott. Sandra Bland in Texas and Samuel Dubose in Cincinnati were each stopped for minor traffic infractions, failure to use a turn signal, missing front license plate, followed by immediate escalation by the officer into rage, and then an official story that is obviously contradicted by the video that the officer tried to de-escalate the tension with Bland, that the officer was dragged by Dubose's car. In both cases, the perpetrator of minor traffic offense died. When incidents of police violence come to light, the usual defense is that we could not tarnish all the good cops because of just a few bad apples. No one can argue with that. But what is usually implied in that phrase is that the bad officers' intentions are malevolent, that they're morally corrupt and racist. And that may be true, but they're also bad in the job performance sense. These men are crummy cops, sometimes profoundly so. Slager had a record for gratuitously using his taser. Timothy Liebman, who leaped from his car and instantly killed 12-year-old Tamir Rice, had been deemed weepy and unable to emotionally function by a supervisor at his previous PD job who added, "I do not believe time nor training will be able to change or correct these deficiencies." Ferguson's Darren Wilson was also fired from his previous job. Actually, the entire police force of Jennings, Missouri was disbanded for being awful. When you ask why such bad cops are nevertheless armed and allowed to patrol the streets, one begins to see that lurking beneath this violence is a fiscal menace. Police departments forced to assist city officials in raising revenue, in many cases funding their own salaries, redirecting the very concept of keeping the peace into underwriting the budget. We saw a glimpse of this when the Justice Department released its report on Ferguson in March. In his statement, then Attorney General Eric Holder referenced a lady in town whose life sounded Walter Scott-like. She had received 2 parking tickets, totaling $151. Her efforts to pay those fines fell so behind that she eventually paid out more than $500, and at one point she was jailed for non-payment, and 8 years later still owes $541 in accrued fees. And they'll collect it if they can. They got me 13 years later in Florida for something I left behind after school. The judge largely responsible for the attraction of these fees from Ferguson's poor, Ronald J. Bruckmeyer, owned $172,646 in back taxes, some orders of magnitude greater than any late fine coming before his bench. Even as he was jailing black ladies for parking tickets, Bruckmeyer was allegedly erasing citations for white Ferguson residents who happened to be his friends. After the report's publication, he resigned so that Ferguson could begin its healing process. But consider, in 2010, this collaboration between the Ferguson police and the courts generated $1.4 million in income for the city. This year, they will more than double that amount, $3.1 million, providing nearly a quarter of the city's $13 million budget, almost all of it extracted from its poorest African American citizens. Evidence also suggests that this new form of raising revenue, policeteering, it's racketeering, it's extortion. It's like you gotta follow the speed limit or you're gonna pay us money, and if you don't, we're gonna throw you in jail. Remember the recent Oklahoma case involving Robert Bates, a 73-year-old millionaire insurance broker with scant law enforcement background, who was allowed to go out on patrol, likely because he had donated lots of money and equipment to the local sheriff's office. He killed an unarmed black suspect when he grabbed his gun instead of his taser. In the days that followed, we learned that other deputies had long resented this guy's freelance incompetence. Essentially, these small towns and urban areas have municipal infrastructure that can't be supported by the tax base, and so they ticket everything in sight to keep the town functioning, said William Moorer, a lawyer with the Institute for Justice who has been studying the sudden rise in non-traffic related fines. Well, this is like very long. I don't really, fucking Mother Jones. That's plenty. That's plenty. What's the time on this thing? We're almost 30 minutes. That's 30 minutes of, It's like, look, guys, this is all the time you're getting out of me. It's like, I'm going to come through and read your shit now and then and talk about it in, one of my own little things, and namaste, motherfuckers. And any of you think you're doing something legal, keep on doing it. Eventually, it's going to bite you in the ass. And the ones that are actually here in Austin, you're going to come forward or I'm going to find you. Happy day, everybody. Peace.